Welcome again to type 2 questions. Here we will try and solve applications of trigonometry, which is usually heights and distances. You would have seen many questions where angle of elevation, angle of depression, distance, height of towers, statues, right? So we'll try and do those kind of questions in this particular session. Okay, chalo. So let's begin. To begin with, see, you will have a word problem, right? Which you will have to translate into a diagram. And once you translate into a correct diagram, you can use any ratio, right, to solve your question. Simple example. This is ground level. This is ground level. Here you have a tower. So it's a telephone tower. You would have seen mobile towers, right? If you want to measure the height of the tower, you will have to go to the top and drop a tape, right? Isn't it? But it is very high, so you will not have that long 80 meters, 90 meters tape. How will you find the height of the tower? What I will do, if I was supposed to do that, I will walk from here to one of the point here, right? I will know this distance. Suppose I walk 70 meters. This distance I can always measure because I don't have to climb the place. I can measure by feet, I can keep feet by feet, and I know how many feet is there. I can measure, right? It is possible. You will definitely get a rough estimate of the height of the tower. Okay. Now you walked from here to a point 70 meters. From here, you are seeing the angle of elevation. So you see the tower and see the angle. For measuring the angle, if this is the one, so you have to have a horizontal also. Horizontal is the ground, right? So let's join this line from here to here. And we can measure this angle with an instrument which measures the angle. Suppose we get this is around 40 degrees. We see that it is 40 degrees. Now, how to find the height of the tower? Look at this. Isn't it looking like a right angle triangle? Where is a right angle? Because ground and any standing thing which is perpendicular will have always a right angle. So right angle is here, right? This is your theta. You have opposite, you have adjacent. Which ratio we should use? Tan. I can write tan 40 is equal to h upon 70 meters. Therefore, h equals to cross multiply 70 times tan 40. 58.74. 58.74 meters. The height is 58.74 meters. See, without actually you measuring with a tape, we could estimate. This is very accurate, right? If this angle is accurate and this distance is accurate, this is also accurate. Your accuracy will not be perfect if this distance is not correct, but you can always get a rough estimate of very high buildings and towers or hills, right? Easy. So trigonometry is used here. What we use? Tan. And most of the questions we use tan only. As we do the questions, you will realize that all the questions are easy. Your challenge will be only to translate your diagram or the word problem into a diagram, right? They will talk a lot of angle of elevation, depression. So we will understand each one of them. Okay. So tower vertically stands on the ground from the point on the ground which is 20 meters away, similar to one which we just did. Okay. So always in such questions, draw the ground level, draw a tower, assume that this vertical line is a tower. So tower always makes 90 degrees, so it is standing perpendicular, so it will always be 90 degrees. And the distance is 20 meters from the foot of the tower. This is foot and this is the point P, which is 20 meters away, right? And angle of elevation to its top. That means angle of elevation means this angle. Elevation, okay, means height. So you have to join this one and mark this angle as 60 degrees. They are asking height of tower. Once again, you have the same thing. So you will write tan 60 equals to h over 20. Therefore, h is equal to 20 tan 60. How much is that value? 20 root 3. 20 34.64 meters. So our height of this tower is 34.64 meters. Understood, right? So what we did, we drew the tower, we draw the ground level. In all these questions, the best thing is you should draw the ground level first and draw the vertical standing things and then draw the angles. If you follow the sequence, you will never go wrong. Okay. So this was very easy. Let's try next one. A observer 1.5 meters tall. Here observer like me, I am around 1.78 centimeter tall. So here the observer is little short, 1.5 meters tall. So he is already above the ground. His eyes is already above the ground. And he is away from a chimney and the angle of the top of the chimney is 60 degrees. Find the height of chimney. Here you have to be careful because two vertical things are there. One is chimney, whose height we have to find. Okay, this is the height of the chimney, right? And the person himself is 1.5 meters tall. So this is the person, right? And he is seeing the top of chimney at an angle of 60 degrees. Okay. Now the 60 degrees is from where? So you have to draw a horizontal line here. Right? This angle is 60 degrees. Because angle of elevation is always calculated from a horizontal surface. Because you don't have a surface, the surface is here. So you have to have an imaginary line here from where it is 60 degrees. Okay. How far this guy is from the chimney? 30 meters. So I will write 30 meters here. If this is 30, this is a rectangle. So this will also be 30. Okay. Right? Now, if this is 1.5, this is also 1.5 from here to here. Then what is left? Because our triangle is here. The triangle which we are going to use is here. Look. This is our triangle. We are going to use this triangle. So we need opposite side. Opposite side of the triangle is complete height of the chimney minus 1.5, right? Because from here to here it is one complete height. Okay. Now see, this is complete height of the chimney. So this is h minus 1.5, right? So in this triangle, what all things you have? You have angle, you have opposite side, and you have the base or adjacent side, right? Which ratio we should use? Tan. So I will write tan 60 equals to opposite, which is h minus 1.5 over the adjacent, which is 30. Okay. Now it's simple algebra. Multiply 30 with this. So what do we get? H minus 1.5 equals to 30 tan 60. Take this 1.5 here. H will be equal to 30 tan 60 plus 1.5. This negative 1.5 on going there will become positive, and solve this. You will get your answer. And because height of the chimney is h, and we are finally getting the height of chimney. So let's do this. 30 tan 60 plus 1.5. 53.46. What do we get? 53.46 meters. So height is 53.46 meters. That's the answer for this particular question. Okay, understood, right? So here modification was, instead of simple triangle, they gave the height, and we had to adjust that height over here and create our triangle, which we used in our trigonometric ratios. Okay, it was easy. Pause the video, do it yourself, right, and then proceed to the next one. Next question we have. This is a very common question which comes in your exams or reassessments. Here there is a statue which is 1.46 meters tall. It is standing on a pedestal. See, statues are always on some pedestal, right? So first let's have the ground level. Have done the ground level. Okay. Algorithm, always draw the ground level first. You will never go wrong. Then draw a pedestal. So this is the pedestal. On this is the statue. So we have a pedestal, we have the statue. Let me draw a little bigger one. So the arrow is the statue and this is the pedestal. Okay. Now, from a point on the ground, so let the point be here. This is our point P, right? This foot of pedestal. So obviously this is making 90 degrees. The pedestal is making 90 degrees because standing perpendicular to the ground, right? From the point, the top of the statue, angle of elevation from here is, top of the statue is 60 degrees and bottom of the statue, this angle is 45 degrees. So we have 60 and 45, right? Statue is how much? 1.46. They have given us, this is 1.46. They want us to find the height of pedestal. So height of pedestal, whatever they are asking us to find, I just kept h. How will you do? How many triangles do you see here? I see 3 triangles, but I am interested in right angle triangle. So I see only 2 right angle triangles. Let me name them P, A, B, C. So one of the triangles I will draw with 2 colors. So you will see our 2 triangles. One of the triangle is this big one, okay, and the second right angle triangle is, I'll use another color here, is this one. Do you see 2 right angle triangles? Okay. Now what is common thing? Whenever you have 2 triangles, 2 right angle triangles, look at the common side. This is the easiest trick to solve any questions where you have 2 triangles. Common side is AB, PB. Let us write this as D. This D exists in both the triangles and it is adjacent side to both the triangles. See, for 45 also it is adjacent side, for 60 also it is adjacent side. Now using ratios of these 2 triangles, we should be able to solve the question and find the height of pedestal. Okay, let's do that now. First thing, let us write tan 45. I am taking the smaller triangle, which is the pink triangle. Tan 45 is height of pedestal over D. Height of pedestal over D. What is tan 45? Tan 45 is 1. 1 equals to h over D. Therefore, D is equal to h. Okay. So D is equal to h. Other way, you can always think that a 45 degree angle, so this is also 45. They are isosceles triangle, right? 45, 45, 90. So the adjacent and opposite sides are equal. Here we have proved it that adjacent and opposite are equal. So D is also equal to h. Now this is our half job done. Now let us look at tan 60. Tan 60 is 1.46. For tan 60, I am going to take complete height, right? So 1.46 plus height. This is our opposite side. 1.46 plus D. Instead of h, I will write h only as of now, by D. Okay. Clear? Now D is equal to h. So I will replace this with h because we have to find h. So tan 60 is how much? Root 3. Root 3 equals to 1.46 plus h over h. So you have an expression where you only have one unknown variable h. So you can solve this question. How? See. Solve this. Cross multiply. Root 3h equals to 1.46 plus h. Get this h over here. So it is root 3h minus h equals to 1.46. 46, take h common, root 3 minus 1, h equals to 1.46. Therefore, h will be equal to 1.46 divided by root 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1. Calculate this, you will get your answer. So it is 1.46 divided by 0.73 to 1.99. 1.99 meters, or roughly it is 2 meters. The height of pedestal, we found that it is 2 meters. Okay, understood? This was a two triangle problem, so interesting one. So pause at every step, do it, and then proceed to the look at the further video, then pause and do. Step by step you pause and move forward, so you will learn. If just look the whole video and try to solve, sometimes you may not be able to do. First time you will have to do that. Next, third, fourth question onwards, you will be able to see in one stroke and able to answer, right? Let's see that one. Now here, another question. Two poles of equal heights are standing opposite to each other. Equal heights. Poles are of equal heights. So they are equal heights, standing on either side of the road, which is 80 meters wide. So let us draw the ground level, and this is 80 meters, and two poles are of equal height. So equal height. So yeah, now they are looking equal. Correct. Now from a point on the road, so let the point be here. Angle of elevation to top of one is 60 degrees, and angle of elevation to top of another one is 30 degrees. Okay, that means it is P is closer. The more closer you go, the angle of elevation increases, and it is a little further away. Find the height of each pole, they are asking, right? So I can write h because both are equal height, so I am writing h. Now this whole thing is 80 meters. 80. We have two triangles, right? So one of the things I will take as x here. So this becomes 80 minus x, because the total is 80, right? Now you have two triangles. So let's do the ratios of tan of this triangle here. For this triangle I will do that side. So tan 60 is equal to h upon x. Therefore x equals to h by tan 60, x equals to h upon root 3. Hold here. Okay, we have done half. Now come to the next triangle. Okay, copy this at this stage, then at this stage pause the video, copy it. Now let's begin the other side. Now in this triangle we can write tan 30. For tan 30, opposite is h, and this is 80 minus x. 80 minus x. Okay. And what is x value? H upon root 3. And what is tan 30? 1 upon root 3. So 80 minus x times tan 30 is equal to h. So if you solve this, you will get your value. But what is the value of x here? X is h upon root 3. Input there. minus h upon root 3, and tan 30 is also 1 upon root 3 equals to h. So here one more h is there, so we have to take that on the other side. So first we will multiply 80 upon root 3, we are multiplying with both, and this is h upon 3. Root 3 times root 3 is 3 equals to h. Send this one here. 80 upon root 3 equals to h plus h by 3, right, which is 4h by 3. So let me zoom out for this. Okay. Now we have to work here. Okay. Are you clear up to here? Now this is 80 by root 3 equals to 4h by 3. Therefore, h equals to 80 times 3 divided by 4 root 3. And this will give you your final answer. 80 times 3 divided by 20 root 3. Answer is 34.64. 34.64 meters. So what is the height of our poles? This poles, the height, the two poles which are on the other side of the road, it is 34.64 meters. Okay, understood, right? So pause at different stages. Do it for yourself. That's how you are going to learn. Okay. So let's proceed with the next question. A man observes a car from the top of a tower which is moving towards the tower. So there is a car which is on the road and there is a huge tower. So this is the tower, height, total height of the tower. Car is somewhere here at point A, right? And it is moving towards the tower. So car is moving like this and it reaches another point B. Okay. When it was here, the angle of depression. So you have to be careful about angle of depression. Angle of depression is from here. So when the car was at A, the angle of depression was 30 degrees. When the car is at B, the angle of depression is 60 degrees. Okay. Angle of depression is from the horizontal, going down from here like this. Now, for trigonometry, we need the angles inside, right? So you know about alternate interior angles between two parallel lines, right? This one is always equal to this one. Remember? They are called alternate interior angles on when the transversal is cutting up two parallel lines. Okay. So now we will use the same thing. If this whole thing is 60, this is 60 degrees. If this is 30, this should be 30 degrees. Okay. Now what all data is given? From A to B, he is taking 12 minutes from here to here. Right? Further, how much time the car is going to take to reach the foot of tower? That means he has to move from B to the foot of tower here. So let it take time t. So 12 is given. We have to find this t. Now we have two triangles here. One is the big triangle with angle 30 degrees and this is obviously your 90 degrees. And the second triangle is the one which 60 degrees. Okay. What is common? The height of the tower is common, or opposite side in these two triangles is common. We'll take and equate that. Okay. So let us write the height of tower as h. Okay. And here the base of the bigger triangle is 12 plus t. Look, the adjacent side is 12 plus t. So first I am going to write tan 30. Tan 30 is h upon 12 plus t. Therefore, h equals to 12 plus t times tan 30, which is 12 plus t into 1 by root 3. I am keeping the value of tan 30 so that our further job becomes easy. So this is 12 plus t divided by root 3. Which is 12 plus t times 1 by root 3, which is 12 plus t upon root 3. Now h, we calculated the h value as this. Now let's go to the other triangle, 60 degrees triangle, this triangle. Here tan 60 equals to h upon t, therefore h equals to t times tan 60. I wrote mistake, it is tan 60. So it is t times root 3. Now watch carefully. This is also h. This is also h. H is this and h So that can we equate both the edge? Let's equate. Therefore, 12 plus t divided by root 3 equals to t root 3. Cross multiply, root 3 times root 3 is 3. 12 plus t equals to 3t. Take this t here. 12 equals to 2t, t equals to 6. Therefore, this from B to the foot of tower, it will come in another 6 minutes. So our answer is this. I hope you understood, right? It was easy. So whenever you have two triangles, look at the common side and equate for both the triangles. Job is done. So I'll move away from screen, pause this video and take the notes, okay? Let's do the next question. So we have come to an end. I thought there were some questions, but I think we have covered most of the types of questions. What I suggest is go to the exercise. There I have given some 10-12 questions. Practice them. Each type will be 2-3 types, right? So once you practice them, you will be able to get, and if you're not getting, you can always see the mark scheme. Okay? Thank you.